So how do you make a snowball block? Well, we're going to make a variation of the snowball block today. And I'm going to take a 8.5 block of fabric and I'm going to take 4 inches. Now I'm going to take 4-inch blocks because I don't want to cover up the entire edge of my 8.5-inch block. I want some of the sides to show. So if I want them to show, I'm going to cut it down to a smaller size. We're using the 4-inch by 4-inch on the 8.5 by 8.5 inch. But if I wanted to cover this, I would use 4 3/4 inch. And that way the sides would even have the black on it as well when we opened it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin 4 blocks all around my, oopsie, stabbed myself. And we are going to, and again, this is a variation of the snowball block because I'm letting some of my edges show instead of covering all of the edges up. That one didn't go straight. There we go. And just making sure we line up on the side and the corner. And then we're pinning that into place. And we didn't put the second pin out there because I actually need to use my ruler. So take any straight edge that is longer than the block is catty corner to catty corner. We're going to lay that down. If I had a sharp point, I'd go right on point to point. This is kind of a dull point, so I'm back a little bit. And we're going to mark it point to point here. Turn it, make sure that's straight on corner to corner. And we're going to mark our triangle corner to corner. Oopsie, hold it down with a ruler. And go to the next one. And we're going to measure our corner to corner. And measure our corner to corner. Now, once we have this done, we are going to sew directly on, that's wrong. We're going to sew directly on this line. So we're going to move aside those. We can, to hold it perfectly in the corner, throw in another pin on all 4 sides if we choose. And then we come over to the sewing machine. We're going to sew directly on this line. So I put the first corner right up under the foot, and I'm going to hold the back side here. So I'm right on the edge of my fabric. We're going to stitch across that line. Going off of the fabric, picking up the foot, turning the fabric, putting it right on the corner up to that needle. Make sure this is still on the edge. And we're going to sew across. And we're going to lift up the foot after we've sewn off the fabric. Put the next corner underneath. Sew across. Up the next corner, sew across. Now, we have now done all 4 sides of our variation of the snowball block. But I don't want to cut these off 1/4 inch after the thread and just throw them down into the scrap bin. I want to go ahead now and pick up my needle, and I'm going to go around a second time. So I'm going to line myself up with my measuring right on the sewing machine, and I'm going to sew a 1/2 inch away from that line. Off the fabric, pick up your foot, turn it, go back to the next one, line yourself up with the lines for a 1/2 inch, and we're going to sew across. And I'm going to do that for each of my lines, and then I'm going to pull my pins out. So now I have my perfect piece, and this is going to be a little half star triangle or half square triangle that I can put somewhere in the border or somewhere else on the quilt if I can. Otherwise, it's ready for the next project. So let's go on over to the ironing board, open up our snowball, and press it flat. Okay, so now you have your snowball here that you've sewn an extra line a 1/2 inch away from your snowball line. And we're going to take our ruler and our rotary blade. We're going to set it at 1/4 inch, and we're going to trim right at the 1/4 inch on each of these rows. Okay, so now we have 4 triangles over here, and we have 1 snowball here. So now we're going to go to the ironing board, and we're going to press these all open. Take your hot iron set on hot cotton setting, because we're using quilters cotton, 100% cotton. And we're just going to press these triangles open. Sounds like I need to put a little more water in it. And if you've sewn it perfectly, you will have a perfect 8.5 inch square. Now I'm using 4 inches and 8.5 inches because I didn't want it covering up the entire pattern, because instead of a snowball that usually goes half, so what I would use on this is 4 3/4. If I wanted it to close in the sides, I use 4 3/4. But once it's sewn over to the other piece, it's going to look like this, which I felt it would look more like a frame and show off the fabric more than it would showing off just the colored blocks. So again, if you want your snowball to be completely covered, you're using 8.5 inch blocks. You're going to use a 4 3/4. So now I'm going to take it, pinch open my black side, and I'm going to press it back. So turn them all over to the black, pinch the black side, and just press it over. Pinch the black side and press it over. Pinch the black side and press it over. Okay, and now we trim these up to a perfect square, and we can use them in a border or anywhere else that we want to use, in any design that we want to use. However, we want to put these half square triangles together. So we can turn them all in to mini pinwheels if we choose. Oopsie, what do I got it wrong for? There we go. Silly me. What am I doing? There we go. Then we got a miniature pinwheel. Pretty cool, huh? And we go ahead and trim our blocks up. I'm using a 10-inch ruler, and I'm just going to set this on here to where I am lined up and trim off the outside. Okay, and now we have a perfect square block. And we bring these little babies over. Now, these rollers are awesome because they have the lines on them. So you can line up your cuts and have a perfect 3.5 inch block. And since I don't know where I'm going to use these in this quilt, I'm not going to trim the rest of the little guys now. I'm going to put them in a pile and come back and do them. But not too much waste on my blocks.